he's done some great work with that, with the Zappa, translating it. You know, especially for me to hear "brown shoes don't make it" in Italian. It is so funny to me. And me and Mr. Mustachio, we stay in the studio. And hey, I'll tell you, we've got a good version of Willie the Pimp. It's a reggae version.
I know the version, the Sandro version of Willie the Pimp, only sung by Sandro himself.
Yeah, but I sang it this time, and it sounds like Captain Beefheart, man.
He said to me that it sounds better than Captain Beefheart.
I don't know about this shit. How can anybody sound better than the Captain? I would never presume to say that I could sound better than the Captain, man. But I am very influenced by the Captain. He's a very dear friend of mine. For many, many, many years, I've known him. I love the man.
Did you ever play with
Oh, I did. 75. Nebworth Pop Festival in London. I mean, in England. Indian Ink Consapo was my name, and I did several shows with him. I did that one, and I did the Roxy. I did a TV show in Chicago called Soundstage. And that show we also did with Tom Waits. It was the night that we did the show was the night that Tim Buckley died. It was a very sad time for Herb and for me because Tim Buckley was also a very good friend of mine. Oh, for sure. I knew him when he was 15 years old. A kid. A little kid. Tim Buckley is a very, very dear friend and a very good songwriter. And Eugene Chadbourne and I do several Tim Buckley songs. We do several Captain Beefheart songs in our act as a duo. And we do at least 7 or 8 Zappa songs. That's mainly what our show is. And it's wonderful to play with him. He's one of the best players I've ever played with in my life. And for a duo, drums and guitar, and he also plays banjo, electric. And believe it or not, man, I still can't believe that we could sound that good with 2 guys. Bateria, guitarra, and banjo. He plays the banjo as well. And we're going to do it again in England next week. I'm going to miss Italy, man. But I don't live that far from Italy, and I will be back. And we will, because Sandro and I are going to do a thing. We're going to go out as a duo.
Black Olive.
Black Olive. We're already planning it. We've already working the songs out. 2 weeks rehearsal in his studio, and we're ready to go on tour. We're going to develop that. I want to do that at least once or twice a year with Sandro. Because I feel like Sandro is a man that should be recognized around the world. He's that good of a musician. He's a fine, fine musician, man. I think.
He is.
And maybe we get you to join us. 3's not so bad to pay for. We can all make money with 3 guys. Guitar, keyboards, and drums. With all the other, with the little box that he's got.
The orchestra box.
We got the orchestra, man. We can sound like a 15-piece orchestra with 3 guys and vocals. Sandro and I will do the vocals. Maybe we'll get you to sing with us, some background vocals.
Maybe I can sing.
I'm totally impressed by him. He's a very, very fine musician.
Not only with the Zappa versions,
but his stuff, his music is excellent, man.
I agree.
His music is as good as Zappa's music.
Oh yes.
Different, but it's not that much different.
No.
It's pretty close, man. He's a guitarro, man, and he's a great guitar player.
A great guitar player. Yeah.
He's a great guitar player. He plays keyboards. And he does a lot of things with the keyboards, but he's not a keyboard player, and he'll be the first one to say, I'm not. But on the guitarro, he's a burner on the guitar, man. He plays a lot like Frank. with the intensity of Frank and with the style of Frank.
I think he has the humor.
And the humor.
Yes.
He does. I like his Italian songs. They're funny to me, man. They're
funny
hilarious to me, man. I don't, and you know what? I don't even understand them.
No. They are
But
fun
it's the
also,
way he
also-
does it. It doesn't matter if I do understand.
Sandro per lui, risultano
You know,
molto buffi.
because, yeah,
I know.
he's on the same
He's
wavelength.
hilarious guy, man. He's real funny. Very funny man. And a very good man. From the heart. Blue Pamporas.
Quando ho sentito,
Blue
ho sentito un paio di canzoni sono
Quando oliva
si
and the
mettono
Blue
le dita
Pamporas.
si chiama il bozzo
No,
perché
aspetta, 4 anni,
That you're going to do some things together. He's got a very good studio.
I hope. No.
I can tell you from
I told-
first hand that he has got an excellent studio, 24 track
24
studio.
tracks analog.
Plus,
Mm-hmm.
it's analog studio plus he's got the computer,
Uh-huh. With the SM.
which makes 32 tracks.
Mm-hmm.
He's got plenty of tracks
oh yes.
to do some very fine music. He's a good man. I think it would be real good for us. And Sandro and I talked about that. We talked about you working with us. Because he has much respect for you as a musician as well. I haven't heard you play, but if he says, that's good enough for me, man.